To all the beautiful people of the internet, today I'm very excited to introduce to you the fastest desk setup that you've ever seen. But first and foremost, before we get started, the name that I have chosen for today is Jessica. The name Jessica means foresight or God beholds. If you learned something today, or if you just thought that was cool, if you leave me a like down below, I'd greatly appreciate it. So today what I wanted to do is I wanted to test out my new mobile office slash desk setup slash mobile studio, I guess, and test out and see if all of this works, what I've accomplished in the last few days. And I've tried to see if I can make everything that I do for work and everything that I do for YouTube and see if I can put it all in a mobile version and see if I can make my wonderful car, which you see here, the best and most efficient mobile office on the market. So what we are currently sitting in is a 2009 Ford Mustang, and she is actually the 45th anniversary edition of that year. And so she has all the bells and whistles, but obviously it's a Mustang and it's very hard to put anything in here or make a mobile office out of a car that is so small, but we've done the best we can. And I guess I'll just go over the specs of Baby. That is what I call my wonderful car here. She is a V6. She has a 4.0 engine, and she's a 5-speed Mustang. And the camera that we're recording on is the front camera for the Galaxy Z Fold 4. The front camera can only do 60 frames per second and shoots in 4K. The rear camera, however, will shoot in 8K, and if you open the phone, which I will show you here in just a second, you can actually preview the back camera with the front screen. So it's kind of like having a flip-up camera or a flip-up screen on your camera, and it works really well. It's one of the best cameras that I have. I do have my gimbal, which I have introduced on here before, and gimbal can shoot in 4K. That is what I normally shoot my longer YouTube videos in, but right now I want to do a test and see if I can completely record and edit solely with the Galaxy Z Fold 4 because to be honest, it has more gigs of RAM than my actual computer. My computer only has 8 gigs and this phone has 12 gigs of RAM, which is just crazy. So a big concern of mine that I had was having reliable and mobile fast internet everywhere that I go. And currently right now I'm on the east coast of Wilmington, so I'm more of in a beach city area. There is very good service around here. There's not a whole lot of places where cell phone signal like drops out. So what I decided to do was I looked up mobile routers and I wanted to see if I could have a mobile router, and that would be the most effective way to have mobile internet on the go. And so what I bought was this right here. What this is a AX 1800 mobile router. It is the latest in Wi-Fi 6 technology, and there's a lot of ways that you can use this router, but I have yet to unlock the potential of this wonderful little router. You can add OpenWRT software to this router, the kernel. And if you don't know what that is, OpenWRT basically is router software. You can put it on your home router at home, and honestly, it provides more security and basically gives you full control of your router. It's open source technology, which means it's 100% free. And once you do that, then you can actually turn this router into a very mobile, 100% full working router. That's something that we're going to try here in the near future, but for right now, what we have done to get this router up and running and actually use it is you can plug it directly into any cell phone. And so what I do is I take my company phone and I just plug it into the USB in the back. And when you do that, you can go to the IP address that the router gives you. And once you do that, then you can turn it on and configure it, and it will take the cell phone signal from your cell phone and it will let you broadcast it through the router. Now, everybody asks, like, what's the point of doing that? I mean, if you just have a hotspot on your cell phone. Well, I do use a hotspot on the cell phone, but this is a lot better only because the speeds are a lot better. If you go to any hotel or if you are traveling, everything can be done through this router, so you can connect all your devices to this one router. when you go to some hotels, they will charge you by the device, or they'll tell you that you can only hook up one device to their hotel Wi-Fi. So that's fine. I'll just hook up, this device, and then I can run all my devices through the router. It also provides me more security because I don't have to connect to random hotspots at coffee shops and restaurants and that kind of thing. I can just connect directly to this, and I don't have to worry about any kind of threat from public Wi-Fi. But this is one of the fastest mobile routers that you are going to be able to find. Right now it is at 574 megabytes per second, and that's with OpenWRT. The other ones, it has WireGuard. WireGuard is a VPN service that OpenWRT uses. They actually have 3 different VPNs that you can use. You can use WireGuard, you can use OpenVPN, or there is one other VPN, but it's a little bit slower. The speeds for OpenVPN is 120 megabytes a second, which honestly isn't bad. And then with WireGuard, you get up to 550 megabytes per second. So, WireGuard is definitely the way to go if you have a Slate 1800 and you want the fastest speeds possible. That's what I eventually will use in the future, but for right now, this is kind of the first test run for Baby, and it's going well so far. So I definitely recommend the Slate AX 1800 if you guys are looking for a mobile router. So the next thing on the list, I guess, would be the HyperX QuadCast mic here. I love HyperX QuadCast mics. I actually own 2 of these now, and they are on the more expensive side of microphones. This one was $140, and the other one that I have is $160. As far as the differences, I haven't really done a test on which one is better, but the reason that I had to buy 2 of these mics is for this reason right here. And if you guys can see, this little piece right here that connects the QuadCast to the actual boom arm that I have connected to the dashboard of my Mustang. If you lose this piece, it's very hard to... It's the adapter that hooks the mic from the mic stand to the boom arm. And if you happen to lose it, it's very hard to order another one, and it takes a lot of time, and I kind of needed it sooner rather than later. So I had to pay for a whole new mic just to get that adapter. But I'm very glad I did, because this is actually the one thing that's working out the best in the whole office setup. And I actually got an adapter for the phone. So what I did was I just took the USB-C adapter, and that has a USB on the back. And so I can plug the microphone directly into my phone and use it as a recording device, which I was very happy about, and it seems to be working out pretty well. So you guys give me some feedback or comments in the comment section, and let me know if this sounds okay or sounds awful. And so to power all these devices that I have put in here, this is a 160 watt power inverter that I bought from Best Buy, and it was kind of cheap. It wasn't that expensive. It's only got one plug-in right here, and it's definitely doing the job. I have one cigarette lighter right here, and it pretty much takes care of all my devices. Nothing really dies. I can plug a lot of it up to the laptop through the docking station, and then I can plug just the laptop up to this. So basically my laptop powers all of it. Like I said, this is definitely a part 1, because there's going to be a couple improvements that are going to be made here in the near future. I kind of want a power bank, like a larger power bank that I can keep in here, that I don't have to really worry about the actual car battery powering all of this. Even though my battery is pretty much brand new and the alternator is good, I still worry about losing power in random places or not being able to charge all my devices. So yeah, if you're in a bind and you need something that's really short, this 160 watt power inverter definitely works fine. It does make a small whining noise whenever it's plugged in for too long, and it's kind of irritating, so that's another reason why I want to get the power bank. So I really hope you guys enjoyed my introduction of the fastest mobile office that you have ever seen. This is definitely part 1, and as soon as I get the rest of the equipment that I need in here, it will look much better, and I promise I'll give you guys an update. So, and just remember, y'all are wonderful, in case nobody told you today.